I am Gayatri, working as assistant professor in EC department at SNS College of Technology. Today I am going to discuss about the topic which is Poynting vector under the unit 4 time varying fields and Maxwell equations, which was studied by second year students in the subject electromagnetic fields and waves. Before going to the topic for the topic, we are today going to discuss about the electromagnetic energy flow, what is the Poynting theorem and Poynting vector definition, and how the physical significance is related to that topic and application relevant to that. And coming to the empathy part, which is dielectric in static electric field, the dielectric material which is used in the electric field, and it is used for energy transfer in the transmission lines and also used for power detecting the power flow in antennas. And how the radiation field is affected in the electromagnetic field will be transferred in terms of dielectric field and in the part of wireless communication systems. And how the energy will be transferred in particular field of energy. And coming to the defined part of this dielectric in static electric field, to transfer the amount of energy in a transmission line and electromagnetic wave, we required one theorem, which is the Poynting theorem. In the Poynting vector, we are know that electric field will be generated and magnetic field will be related to that. The rate of flow of electromagnetic energy per unit area, which is defined by Poynting vector. In addition, it is a sum of the electric field and magnetic field. When there is a charges, the electric field will be generated. In turn, when the electric field is present, the magnetic field also be present in that. So electric field and magnetic field, it is related to each others. With the help of this electric and magnetic field, the electromagnetic energy's rate of flow is defined with the help of Poynting vector. The Poynting vector, which is defined as S, which is equal to E into H vector. The Poynting vector, which represents the how the energy directions of energy will be transferred, and the mathematical relation will be related with help of Poynting vector, and the magnitude of energy transfer will be derived with help of this Poynting vectors. And coming to the Poynting theorem, which relate that the total power flow coming out of the closed surface will be equal to decreased amount of stored energy plus power dissipated. And the power flow out of the closed surface will be related to that. It equals the decrease in amount of how the amount of energy stored in one particular transmission line is decreased and how the amount of power will be dissipated. In addition, this is related to the power flow of closed surface. And the mechanism of energy flow, it is related with the help of ideate part, the electric and magnetic field, which is perpendicular to each other. When the electric field will be there, the magnetic field will also be there. And the energy propagation will be in the direction of electric field and magnetic field directions. And power flow occurs only in the free space. And the electromagnetic waves carries energy which is related to that which is related to the field present in that. And the electric field and magnetic field, which is perpendicular, and the medium will be present here is a free space. And coming to the application part of the Poynting vectors, which is a test part, here the applications of the Poynting vector will be used in antenna radiation system and the transmission line, and also in microwave energy for satellite communications in the optical fiber system. And when there is a requirement of power transfer in wireless medium, the Poynting vector is used. In communications of car, today nowadays the wireless car will be used. For this applications, the Poynting vector is used. Antenna radiation analysis, and the particularly many type of antennas is there. In particular horn antenna, radio patch antenna, and parabolic dish antennas, how the radiation is emitted from one type of antenna for sender and receiver, it is calculated with the help of this Poynting vector. The coming to the summary part of this discussion, we have described about the Poynting vector. Poynting vector, which is related to electric and magnetic field, it is denoted by S. And coming to the Poynting theorem is analyzed in closed surface, which is equal to decrease in the stored energy plus power dissipated. And at last we have discussed about the application part of this Poynting vector. These are the references I have taken for this particular topic. Thank you.